What's up, you guys? This is going to be a full deck reading with the Oracle cards, the Romance Angels. So if you guys are familiar with my last full deck reading, I did a full entire deck reading with the tarot. You know, tarot has either 78 or 75 is one of those numbers. Whatever, over 70 cards. So I'm going to use the Romance Angels for the right here, right now. So the full deck reading is pretty much no matter how you shuffle and what you pull out, it's telling a story. So it's an energy for right here and right now. So you guys could watch this video next week. You guys can watch this video next year by seeing this, of me streaming this, and it may resonate with you. So it is a general reading. It's not a personal one. So if it resonates with you, it resonates. If it doesn't, wasn't for you. But if you guys are interested in personal readings, I do offer them. You guys can check out the description box below for more details on that. Without further ado, I'm going to tap into the energy of the Romance Angels and see what love messages are going to come out of this deck. I'm going to pull the entire deck, so it's going to be a story, okay? It's a full deck story. Alright, let's see what's up. I'm going to ask for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for whoever is gathered here in this reading, whoever will come to watch this reading, who is meant to take something from this reading. I ask for clear insight, truth, love, and healing to come through. First three, four cards flew out. What's up? How is everybody who's coming on? We have attraction was the first card that wanted to come out. Religious factors was the first card to come out. Soulmate and flirt. So the first thing that I pick up is this is energy of somebody minding their business, and all of a sudden this person pops up into their experience and kind of makes them question everything about life. Makes them question love, makes them question their beliefs, makes them question their spirituality. It could be that some of you guys have gone through a spiritual connection, or some sort of spiritual awakening. So this seems like this is like a past energy, or it could even be a present energy, but it's like this woman is minding her business, enjoying her life as it is, and all of a sudden here comes something spiritual, and it's a soul connection, or it's a spiritual connection at the very least that captured her attention. So of course this is about love. So this is a romantic interest. This person may have pursued you, or you pursued them. There's some sort of pursuing, I feel. Someone trying to get your attention, someone extending or, you know, showing their interest in you in some kind of way. Maybe this was you showing your interest in someone else. I want to say that whatever was experienced was mutual. So even if this person doesn't have any emotional feelings for you, or they don't have a sexual attraction to you, you might have something for them, they might not have it for you. The one thing that you both can agree on is there's something that shifted spiritually because of the other person, or because of the experience or meeting this person. You can call it what you want, and whatever those little labels and titles everybody's attached to, you guys can call it that what you want. But it is something that has sparked, I feel. So I'm going to keep pulling. Next card out is heart-to-heart conversations. So yeah, someone has been trying to get through to someone, get them to listen, get them to hear what they have to say, and it's kind of like the other person is not trying to hear it, or someone is having a hard time with expressing themselves to someone. The other person doesn't want to hear it, or they're not hearing it, they're not seeing things like you're seeing it, or they're having a hard time with just understanding you in some way. I feel like you might be, or you have been pushed to tell this person exactly how you feel, or you want to tell this person everything about what you feel. You've expressed your heart, you've expressed your feelings, you express your emotions to them. Forgiving and learning comes out. So this is an experience where you've had to do a lot of forgiving the self and forgiving maybe even this person. It might feel like this is something that's never ending. It's a continuous cycle, whether it's with this person or whether it's with another person. You just feel like you're back and forth with these lessons, and you might have had to face that, or you may have not faced it. But let's see. So you have deception. Someone's wearing a false mask. Some of you guys are not fully accepting something about this experience or this connection, or something about yourself within it. Maybe there was a third party. Maybe there was another person involved. Maybe this person had a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife. Maybe they are not who you thought they were. Could also be that you were kind of playing a role to get this person's attention. But everybody in the situation wasn't being authentic to themselves. There was some sort of like phoniness, hiding, keeping secrets. And I feel like it's for the sake of protecting oneself. Very soon comes out. So you guys might be at a point where you have to make a decision about how you wish to proceed with love. How do you wish to proceed with this connection, this experience, this partner. Because I feel like some of you guys want to move on from this person, or you haven't fully made the decision whether you want to move on or you want to move forward with them or not. You haven't made that decision. Someone is going to free themselves. Some of you may stay stuck in the situation. This kind of looks like Capricorn energy to me. So I want to say, since we're in a full moon in Capricorn as I'm recording this right now, whenever you watch this, you can watch this a year from now. At the time that I'm recording this, this is Capricorn. So it could very well be that this moon is going, I feel like it's going to inspire some people, or it's going to pressure some people to get out of situations that don't serve them, because they're looking at the long-term ships of situations or connections they're involving themselves with. Separation comes up. So some people are going to separate from this connection, no matter how hard it is, or if somebody's pulling and tugging on you, or you're pulling and tugging on them. I feel like it's going to be a let up. It's not easy. Whoever you're parting from, it's not going to be an easy separation. Some of you guys, this could be the memory of somebody. You're just letting that memory die, just letting it go. The love is going to be there always, but the detachment is what's going to happen. The attachment to someone is going to cause a detachment. So somebody's letting go of a person. At the very least, it could be some of you guys could be letting go of an aspect of your connection for the sake of bringing things together. Some of you guys, this is a temporary separation with somebody. You might have to live without them until you heal something about yourself. Because some of you guys are so depressed over this, you barely want to live. Not like you don't want to live like death or life or death, but you don't want to go out. You don't want to socialize. You don't want to leave your own space, your own room. You don't want to meet anybody else. You don't want to do anything, really. If you had a choice, you wouldn't go anywhere. You wouldn't go to work. You probably wouldn't socialize. You probably wouldn't talk to anybody. So it's this energy of just despair or just depression that some of you guys may feel right now, or you may have felt in the past. And I feel like that energy is being released. Okay, so make the effort. Make the effort. I feel that some of you guys are, like I said, some of you are not going to want to separate from somebody, and you're going to do everything you can, even if the energy supports and says, let it go. Even if it's telling you to let it go, it's going to be hard for you to let it go. Some of you guys are going to do what you want to do and make it happen. For others, it could be that somebody, especially if it's a male in your life, this person may try to get your attention, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because when you know you release toxic energies, people want to latch on to you and they still want to hang on. That's negative. But if this is, someone that really wants to work things out, that's a different story. If you're a woman or you are a man, you could be forcing yourself on somebody that you need to let go of, for some of you. But whatever resonates with you. Okay, so this could be the one. So some of you guys, that's why you don't want to let go. For others of you, that's why you're going to continue to push through, because it's like there may be some indications that this person is the one. Maybe you guys are actually being guided to stop being stubborn, to get over your ego, to get over your fears, and actually pursue this person or actually work towards this relationship or try to make it work. For others of you, you're forcing this to happen because you feel like, what if they are the one? I'm not so sure. I don't want to just let it go. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're unsure of something, of course, seek it out, figure it out. But if you know that it's toxic and it's not good for you, you know otherwise. But someone is feeling like this is the one, and that's part of the reason why you don't want to let go. Release your ex comes up, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Some of you guys are going to have to let go. A lot of you don't want to hear that, but somebody is going to have to let go, and it will be let go. Others of you, you guys are going to have to do some sort of cord cutting, whether that's prayer, affirmations, whether that's visualizations, writing it out, whether that be seeking some sort of spiritual advisory or something to help you cut cords, calling on Archangel Michael. There's numerous of ways of doing it. Again, there's a full moon in the back. So this full moon energy right now, as I'm recording in Capricorn, is a good energy to release. And in the tarot, the Devil card is a sign of Capricorn. So the Devil card represents being confined or being restricted or limited or feeling stuck, imprisoned by something, entrapped. So if you want to flip that and reverse that energy, Missy Elliott, flip it and reverse it into the Lovers card, because the Lovers and the Devil is one and the same almost, but the energy is different. One's higher and one's lower. To transmute that into a loving relationship, there may be things within a connection that needs to be let go of. There could be things within yourself that you need to let go of. It could be you're holding on to past energies that prevent you from moving forward with love or with a specific person. Whatever resonates, there's something that's being made to release and let go. Reconciliation. So as you let go of something, it very well could bring someone back, or it could bring in a person that you have known from another lifetime that actually knows you and you know them on a deep level. So this is a true connection. This is not a connection that, anybody can have a deep bond and soul connection with anybody. That's not taboo. That's not, at least not anymore. It's not abnormal. So a lot of people felt like they've experienced something, something extraordinary. And it is, in a way. Spirituality is extraordinary in itself. But to the extent, not too many people have met that other half. A lot of people equate their attraction and the chaos within the experience and the excitement within the experience, within the curiosity within experience, and things that we manifest in the exchange with another person as this is my soulmate or this is my twin flame. All these labels we're attached to nowadays, we put it in that box. But when you meet that true connect, it's not something you can explain. It's unexplainable, and not too many people have that. It's not an energy of attachment, and it's not an energy of distraction and destruction and chaos and sadness. Although we are going to experience ups and downs with every connection we have, but you'll know the difference, and not too many people have that. That's a very rare energy to have. To have found that. But I feel like when you release what doesn't serve you, and I'm not just speaking of a person, there's things within ourselves that we have to release and let go of too. There's people that suffer from, lack of self-worth and self-love. We all do, whether it's through programming, whether it's through past experiences in life. It's some of those things prevent us from really tapping into our true selves. In order to know our true selves, in order to know another person on that deep level, you have to know yourself. Anybody can just fall in love with somebody, be attracted to them, want to sleep with them, want to be with them all day, every day. But to have met that person that actually connects with you on a deep level, I can't even explain it, because obviously I haven't experienced that, and not too many people have. I have experienced those deep connections where you can't explain it, where you're so attracted to a person, where you go through these ups and downs, all that. Alright, so you have unrequited love. Yeah. A lot of these connections don't even serve you. Some of you guys are settling. And that's not to say that the other person is just, they ain't nothing, no, just flow them to the side. But the energy doesn't match. The vibrations don't match. You're kind of lowering your energy or settling for an energy that does not resonate with you. It doesn't resonate. Some of you guys are not even able to see that person that's truly meant for you because you're not in that space to receive them. Also, Spirit may be protecting you. So you might say, oh, that person rejected me. This person dissed me. And you're looking at it as a bad thing. But Spirit's looking at it as protection. You see how these angels and guides have their arms crossed. So it's actually protection that some of these relationships didn't go the way as planned. These are past relationships. These could be current ones. I'm getting the vibe that a lot of you guys are moving into deeper bonds with people, even if you can't see it. So you have let go of control issues. So if you guys feel confined or you feel trapped by something or someone and you don't see how you can get free, you can get free. I feel like it's all in your intention. It's all in just saying to yourself, I'm ready to let go, I'm ready to release in order for that to happen. In order to allow things to remove themselves out of your life. Because a lot of times I've been in situations where I thought I could never get free of something, or I didn't know how I was going to handle a difficult situation because I couldn't see the way. But the fact that I was ready to let it go, Spirit made it a way, a higher force, divine spirit, angels, whatever you want to call it, made a way for that to be removed out of my life. So it's just being in that space of receptivity that you're ready to let go. You will have things moved for you, even if you can't see it. Right, trust. You guys need to trust in what Spirit's doing in your love life. It doesn't have to be with a specific person. It can be overall. Trust what's going on right now. Trust that everything is where it's supposed to be, how it's unfolding. It is what it's supposed to be right now. Even if that doesn't make sense to you, I feel like Spirit just needs you to just trust on this one. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your own guidance right now. Even if you feel lost, if it doesn't seem relevant, just go with it. Okay, so the honeymoon card. The honeymoon card tells you that there's an angel that's guiding this boat. Spirit is leading you to the love that you actually truly desire. Because we think we know what we want a lot of times. But if you don't know who you are to some extent, or you don't really know what you want and what you need, really truly want and truly need, what's of your highest good, it's easy to just go off of what the eyes see and that fleshly desire of wanting. But it's something that Spirit is saying, they're leading you to something better. And it's something more calming, more peaceful, not chaotic, not this fiery, chaotic, up and down, roller coaster type of situation. It's peaceful, it's calming. The way that it comes through is almost natural. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to force anything. It's just flowing in a way. And there's two people in this boat. So it's also someone else is being guided in this situation too. There's another person that is in the same frequency as you, whether you see them or you don't see them, or you don't know them, you do know them. Spirit's working to bring something together, but it's a peace and it's a calm behind all of this. You deserve love. You need to know that whatever your truest intentions are, your truest goals and desires for yourself, you're deserving of those things. Subconsciously, we settle for things that we don't truly desire, or we know we don't deserve, but we settle for it because that's all we think we can have, rather than what we really want or what we really deserve. You don't feel deserving of those things that you really want, so you settle for these things that you know are not all that grand, or you might think that they're all that grand because you're not looking for the higher and the greater. And it's not just about a person. I'm not speaking down on anybody. It's more about the vibration and what can that person actually help you with, you know? Because it's enough to have to handle your own situation, your own problems, handle your own self, work on your own being, but to have another person in your experience, what are you bringing to the table? You can't just be coming in my life and my experience doing nothing, having nothing to bring to the table, stealing my joy, stealing my energy, or not even adding to it because you don't really care. You're dealing with your own energy. So if it's not reciprocated, why am I here? What am I doing this for? A lot of times, and I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, so I kind of feel bad that this message isn't all light and fluffy like that, especially if you have someone, you're fixated on a specific person right now, or you're fixated on something specifically that you were hoping to get out of a reading, because sometimes I've done this before too. I go in watching a reading thinking that it's going to be something specific out of it, and it's something totally different. But I have an open mind and open heart to listen to things, even if I don't fully agree in the beginning. I have to listen to things all the way through to fully get it and see if it sits with me later. That happens sometimes with readings. I've noticed that. And I have to take into account that these readings that are general, they're not all about me. It's not somebody reading into Chenoa's energy. I just happen to be attracted to that video for whatever reason. But I wish that I could just be like, yeah, it's all fun and flowers for you. On the other side, it is. Because I'm getting this vibe that you guys want something specifically, or someone, or you want it to be a specific message, or about someone specifically. You want a message to come out in a way that you want it to. Kind of like an agenda or a scenario, but it's totally different, but it's actually serving you because these energies are getting lighter as I'm pulling. So it's getting out of these, like, these struggle energies into this flowing energy. And it seems that you're attracting something greater, but you just can't see it right now. It's your own perception of what you deserve. I can't make it up. I can't. I can't. So, New Love came out next. So you guys, that's what you're attracting. So I'm looking at it like this. So it's coming up like that. Her arrow is pointing towards this. New love. You guys are attracting something that you're actually deserving of. Something that you're actually going to be grateful for, I feel. I understand the feeling, especially if you're getting the message to let go. I understand that feeling if it's coming up like you need to let go of this situation. And that's the worst thing. Sometimes you don't want to hear that you have to let go of somebody. Or it sounds like you have to let go of somebody. Like, that's the worst feeling. I know how that feels. But when you actually look back at it, there's so many examples I can use for this to explain this energy. There's times where I thought I wanted something, I wanted it so bad, and then later on in life, something else came along and it's like, this is much more better. This is better for me. Or I seen why it was not supposed to be. And that made me feel at peace. That made me feel at peace to know that Spirit actually had my back, that was not supposed to work for me because I was wanting something. There's multiple things. I'm not just speaking of love only. I'm speaking of friendships. I'm speaking of certain job paths, careers, certain things that I said I wanted. Then later on, it turned out not to be everything that I thought it was going to be. So, and then it turned out to be something better that came along. So you kind of have to look at it that way, that there's no such thing as a missed bus, a loss, or opportunity. Because everything, when you lose something, you gain something else. Something greater, something higher, something that's matching who you've become. So there's new love energy, whether this is a new person or this is a new energy of love that's coming in or all of the above. I feel like that's what you're deserving of. This is what you truly desire and intend to bring into your existence. So you have express your love. So express your love, to me, it's never too late to tell people how you feel. So you guys might have something you want to get off your chest. You want to say something to somebody. It could also be expressing your love in a way that you're not afraid to be in love. You're not afraid to give love to people. You're not afraid to love yourself. You're not afraid to do for yourself. You're not afraid to give to others, even if that means they don't reciprocate it back. Sometimes that's my biggest lesson, I feel, in life, or one of my biggest lessons, is to be okay with the fact that people don't reciprocate what I put out. It sucks sometimes, but that's only because I have expectations. When I just go in and say, I'm going to just say this to this person because it's what's on my heart, whether he accepts it or he doesn't, whether he feels the same or he doesn't, it doesn't matter. I had to learn that. That's one of the biggest, hardest lessons ever, because I'm used to rejection, whether that be as a child. You know, when I was a little kid, I didn't have much friends. When I was little in elementary school, I spent a lot of time by myself, so I always had that rejection complex in my mind. Even with switching to different schools throughout high school, I didn't always have friends. I didn't have time to make friends at some schools, so I had to kick it by myself. So it's always that feeling of acceptance and wanting, but then when you release that need for someone to accept you, and you just open and you just love people just because, or you say hello to people even if they might turn their nose up at you, sometimes you gotta go through that. But that's what I'm getting. Expressing your love is, don't be afraid to express yourself when it comes to love, whether that be verbally, just through your actions, affection, whatever it is. Don't be afraid to do that. Because this woman looks kind of afraid. She looks fearful. And this man, he kind of got a stank look on his face. So it's like, even if that man is like, I'm not feeling you like that, or it doesn't turn out to be the way that you want to, or even doing this YouTube thing, not everybody's going to reciprocate what I have to say, or be open to what I have to say, or even watch my videos. I'm not one of these 12,000 view type of people, but that's cool. It's not meant to be that way sometimes. If I have a message to give, first off, it's not about me completely. Yeah, I do this because it's a passion, but at the same time, I feel guided to. So I have to take myself out of it, release the expectations, and just be. And also, it's your birthright to share how you feel. It's your birthright. If you feel something, that's your birthright to feel what you feel, or to say what you have to say, or express yourself in the way that you feel guided to. So children comes up. So some of you guys, I feel, will either attract, and I had to see this card. This card was peeking out. This card was peeking out. So I'm getting with the child card that some of you guys may attract a person who already has a child. You may marry someone who has a child, or you have a child, but that doesn't faze this person. I do see for some of you, children will come into in the picture, whether this is an existing child or this is a child that you will come to have. Also, I do get that inner child healing is needed, especially when it comes to some sort of coupling. So some of you guys may be in a relationship with somebody right now, like a long relationship, where you guys might be going through something, and it could be in relations to family, your own children, or your own childhood or past, or inner traumas or childhood trauma. But I'm really getting, for majority of you, children plays a big role, and so is marriage. Something with marriage and children play a big role. So the retreat card, I feel like for some of you, babies are going to come when you guys spend some time together in a new way, where you take like it's called vacation. Instead of vacation, it's like vacation. When you guys take some time out, especially if you're married, I feel like you guys might get pregnant for some of you, or get somebody pregnant for others of you. When you take some time away to just reflect on what you really want in love, for some of you it's reflecting on marriage, if that's even what you really want. What does that mean? Why do I want marriage? What type of husband, what type of wife would I be? What type of husband or wife am I looking for? And why? I feel like when you guys detach, you guys will attract love. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. So when you kind of detach and disconnect from this whole love thing, yeah, I feel like you guys will attract that. And this person may very well have a child for some of you. That's not everybody, but for some of you, or you already have one. But I don't see it as being a problem. Nope. Somebody's getting married. Engagement came up next. So I don't see that being a problem at all. Like, you guys might even meet someone on a vacation. A husband, a wife. And I don't mean that like somebody that's already married. Let me rephrase that, universe. That's not what I mean. Someone that will become your, if it's not husband and wife, because some people are not into titles or labels, just that life mate that you attract into your life. Finances and career. So hustling, sound like I said a cuss word. Focusing on your career, focusing on your finances or bettering yourself. I also feel like this is health and wellness, taking care of yourself. It's going to bring this on much faster because it's like she's not even paying attention to anything else around her. She's planting her own seeds. This could also be focusing on what you wish to manifest in a way where you're tending to your garden, you're nurturing it, you're not pulling the weeds out too early, you're not putting, any negative spins on it, on your garden. You're tending to it with love and care. So if you're focusing on love, nurture that. Put more positive focus and intentions on what you wish to manifest, not the fact that you don't have it, the worries, the fears. When is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? Why is it taking so long? When you start putting that into your garden, that's when you're waiting for the flowers to bloom, but you're not watering them. You're not nurturing them. You're not putting the proper sunlight on them. That positivity, that optimism. Sounds corny, but that's the best way that I can explain this energy. Let your friends help you. So some of you guys, your friends are the spirit realm. It's not always the people in your life. But if you guys have girlfriends or guy friends that can help you, that can boost your confidence, maybe they might introduce you to someone. Maybe they'll be that person that pushes you to be like, why don't you ever go? Come on, let's go somewhere. And you're like, I don't want to go. But then they inspire you or encourage you to go, whatever. And that's when you meet somebody or you get into the groove again of going out and you start doing it more. And that's when things just open up. It could be you have that friend that does have a good relationship that you are, or a relative that has a good relationship that you inspire or aspire to have, that inspires you, that you admire. Or it could be a relationship that you see in your reality from a friend that you don't agree with, and that could be inspiration to say, okay, that's definitely not what I'm looking for, and it helps you figure out what you want. So you can always take something good, bad, whatever, and flip it however you see it. But also, if it's spirit realm, I do feel for a lot of you that's what it is. It could be both people in your life and people in the spirit realm or energies to help you. I'm getting, you guys could use energy of like a dosage of playfulness for one, to lighten up, to just be, to just relax, to enjoy yourself, to be okay with giggling, to be okay with the fact that you've gone through things in your love life, to be okay with the fact that you don't look like a supermodel, or you don't have this or you don't have that. It's okay to accept yourself, because I'm getting a childlike energy to just be able to just laugh and enjoy, because that's what's going to attract a person. The fact that you're just yourself, that you seem to enjoy your own life, or you actually do enjoy your own life, you're happy, you're laughing, you're not taking yourself so seriously, is what's going to attract a person. And it seems like there's like an angelic baby that might be your guide with this, or it could be some sort of feminine ancestors, or you might work with feminine deities, like say you work with Aphrodite for love, Oshun, or Yemen-Ya, Isis, whatever deities you feel guided to work with. They might be good and beneficial to help you. Okay, so give your relationship a chance. So I just get like a fear, like some of you guys don't want to let love in, like you're having a hard time, especially if you have to start all over again, get to know somebody, or you and your partner had gone through a rough patch and now you got to start over again and, renew your relationship. And it could be quite annoying for some of you, it can be uncomfortable. But I'm getting, though, you're safe, because there's angel wings around you. It's okay. It's okay. And it falls right on the trust card. So it's okay. It really is. Like, you guys don't have to worry whether or not you should open up to this person or whether you should trust. Even if that person let you down, possibly in the past, if you feel guided to give them another shot, give them the benefit of the doubt. You never know. If this is a new person, give them a chance to show you something before you judge them as, oh, he's just going to be like the rest, or, oh, she's just like the same females out here. Give this person a chance. That's what I'm getting. See? Getting to know each other. You guys got your guard up. So when you got your guard up, so does the other person. You're going to attract someone who is got their guard up, or you're going to attract someone that doesn't trust, or they have trust issues, or you're going to attract something to where they will give you a reason not to trust them. It's just how you look at things. But I feel that, like the card says, the more you reveal yourselves to each other, your innermost selves, not this mask, not, oh, I work here, yeah, I make this much money, or, you know, I went to school for this. That's not your innermost self. Your innermost self is, you know, expressing your passions in life and why you do what you do, your triumphs, your so-called failures, your fears. That's sharing your innermost selves. A lot of people can't do that. That's hard to do. That's a hard thing to do. I'll admit, even with friends, like, it's hard to open up on that level because, for one, you're afraid of judgment. You're afraid that someone's going to use these things against you, take advantage of you. And yeah, there are some I already cussed. I probably messed up with YouTube on that for montage or whatever. It's all good. So you might have met people that were a-holes, that did do you dirty, that are no good. But not everybody is like that. And it's true. Not everybody is like that. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody's a liar. Not everybody's a cheater or phony. You know, it's hard. But to be able to be intimate in the way where you share that deep aspect of yourself and be comfortable to do that is when your connections are going to deepen with somebody. And not even just romantically, but people in your life. There's family members that can't even share their innermost selves. You know, when people keep secrets that they're going through things from their own moms, their family. Like, some people don't even know their family's struggling. In other areas, whether that's mentally, spiritually, emotionally, materialistically, you know, they don't want to share that because they're afraid of the judgment or afraid of not being supported. But you realize the people that have those bonds like that, they connect deeper when they're able to share. And I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to iterate. Hope that makes sense. I'm losing people. So, love yourself first. Yeah, that's another thing. This connection that I feel like this healthy bond or this healthy chapter within a bond, you guys are going to have to, some of you both are going to have to learn to break free from attachment and not being able to be your own persons, your own individuals, and live your own lives. Some of you guys are going to have to be okay with the fact that you don't see each other every day or you don't hear each other every day, whether Spirit forces that on you or say there's distance involved or this person has to work and travel. They might say they are what's like they're a trucker, like they work for diesel companies or whatever, and they have to travel. Or they're a flight attendant or something. You know, you can't see this person all the time for whatever reason, or maybe that's your life. So there might be one of those things that you have to work through, or it could be the simple fact that this person might be the type that does like their space at times, or you could be that. There has to be a level of respect. Like, there's no love lost if I walk, you know, and do my own thing. There's not going to be any resentment towards that. I feel like that's another thing. Also, when you're in a relationship, you have to love yourself first. You want to attract a person, a man or a woman, who loves themselves too first. Because if he doesn't love himself first, he's the type that, or she, will let people walk all over them, use them, tell them anything, take advantage of them. You don't want that type of person. You want a person that loves themselves first, that can respect themselves first. Because if they can do that, then that means they know how to honor and respect you. So if this is a person that doesn't have any respect for themselves, they won't have any respect and ownership for you. If you're, say you're the individual who's independent, and knows how to say no and yes to things only that you agree with and want, speaks your mind, is okay with spending time by yourself, not having to be under this person's butt all the time. That person might be like, oh, intimidated and upset. Do you want that? So it's a balance. It's a balance. Two people that don't love themselves first is just going to be a hot mess. It's going to be pulling on your shoulder, making you feel sorry, making you feel sad for them, being depressed, feeling confined, restricted, jealousy, controlling. You don't want those energies. At least I hope you don't. Here's the wedding card. So we had engagement. The wedding card comes up because a lot of you guys want this. Yeah, exactly. Somebody said it. You don't want to be responsible for this person's happiness. And I would say that obviously I don't think another person wants to feel obligated. Because I know I used to make some people feel like bad. Like, I used to be that codependent type. I'm not even going to lie. I was like that. Like, if he did something, I would blame it on him, like, oh, it's because of you, then I'm mad or I'm depressed. Because I allowed that to get to me. It's human nature. People do make us mad. But to give this person all the credit for my happiness, I was seeing that I was too dependent upon this person and how they made me feel. I lost myself, literally lost myself. I didn't even know who I was back then. So you don't want that. You don't want another person like that either. I know too many women that are in relationships with people that don't love themselves, and they make them feel responsible for making them happy, making them feel like a man or, the woman. It's unhealthy. But there is a marriage here, whether you're in one or it's coming. It falls on the new love cards. I want to say whoever your new lover is going to be a lifelong partner for you. But when you do it for the right reasons. Form your own opinion about marriage and relationships. Form your own desires and your own goals of what a marriage means to you. Because society has warped that too. They've raped that. It's not even sacred anymore. It's all about say yes to the dress and the fact that you got a husband or wife just to say it. Where's the love? Where's the sacredness in it? But stay optimistic about your love life. I don't mean to ramble on. I try to add examples to clarify in life experiences that I feel like resonate with this or relevant. But stay optimistic about your love life, you guys. I feel keep putting out your intentions positively, like it's happening. I know someone, here I go again with my stories, but I know someone who's so optimistic about her love life, like it hasn't even happened, but she's so like sure about it, almost to the point where I'm like, this half is delusional. But but I don't mean to say it like that, but it can be that way when you look at it. You're like, she's just so delusional. She's just too hopeful about this. Like, she's really hopeful. But that's real. Like, you have to be that way. Like, you do, because that's what's going to make things happen. When you don't give up and you put that positive energy rather than you put the, I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know. I don't see any results. It's taking too long. When is it happening? But her, she's just like positive. She don't care. She lets it be known what she wants, who she wants. That's another thing where I'm like, okay, but I kind of admire that in a way, though. A part of me is like, you're crazy, and there's a part of me that's like, I admire that. And I feel like that's the energy you need, putting more faith and hope and optimism and positivity rather than scratching your head. Oh, I don't know. It's more of that that's going to create what you want. And that's what I'm getting. Some of you guys are into altars. Some of you guys are into working with deities. If that's the case, I'm getting to show your gratitude in some way to your guides for helping you, or just sending gratitude out into the universe, because when you've already put that momentum out there that it's yours and you start to, thank you, it's coming. I'm so happy. I can't wait till I meet this person, or I can't wait till me and my future partner do this. If it's an existing relationship, I can't wait till me and so-and-so, we can do this finally, or we're going to be at this space together. Speak that stuff into existence. Anyway, healing family issues. So there's still some work to be done, and it falls on the children card, ironically. The healing family issues falls on top of the children. So I want to say that there is some inner child wounds, and here's the male and female child again. Even if this is not a male and female type of dynamic and relationship, it could be same sex. It's just saying the partnership, I feel like both of you might have some healing to do in that area. If you can inspire this person or give them advice to help them work on it, then by all means do it, but you're not responsible. So only worry about what you can do to help yourself, because I feel like Spirit's already working on that person at their own speed and whatever they're supposed to do. It's not up to you to intervene in that. You can send them love, you can send the intention that they'll work on it, but you can't force them and you can't make it happen. It's going to happen regardless, however it's going to happen. But there is inner child wounds involved. Some of you guys may have daddy issues, both of you. Some of you guys may share some of the same trauma. So in some way, maybe you guys are mirroring that back to each other. The abandonment, for some of you, it could be abandonment issues. It could be I didn't have a dad in the home. It could be my father was abusive, so was mine, or my mother was abusive, whatever it is. You guys might share that, or you guys might reflect those energies back to each other in a way that it helps you to purge it or triggers it out, so you can, or triggers you to purge it out. But there is some healing to be done. Pay attention to red flags. So Spirit is trying to show you something, but you're paying attention to, I wouldn't say the wrong thing, but you're not, it's like you're warm. Like, you know how they say you're cold? Nope, you're getting warmer. It's like that. So there's something that Spirit's trying to show you to capture your attention. It doesn't have to be physical things. It doesn't have to be signs, synchronicities. It could be inner knowings, gut feelings, dreams that you're having, things that people are saying. Something, it could be internal, it could be external, it could be both. But Spirit's showing you something, and I feel like you're not really seeing it. You're not paying attention to what's around you when it comes to love right now. Could even be when it comes to a specific person. You might also need to learn how to use your discernment more with people. If you're the type of person that's always overthinking, that's over-investigating every action, every move that someone makes, it might be a sign that you need to back up a little bit with that and just live, just experience this. Okay, so romantic feelings comes out. So this again is, and it falls on the engagement card. So when this person comes into your life, for a lot of you, the feelings are going to be mutual. This isn't going to be that second, like, that guessing game, like, are they into me, are they not into me? They're playing games, like, he seems like he's interested, or she seems like she's interested, and the next minute they're not. I don't get that from this energy. It seems very reciprocal. And another thing I'm picking up is you might be a little afraid, to embrace this, but Spirit is telling you to open up to this person. You might be looking too closely for something to be wrong for some of you. Like, that happens too. Waiting for the shoe to drop. And it might not ever drop. But I feel like Spirit is saying to be present with your emotions, no matter what you're feeling, whether it's right now, whether it's with someone or not with someone, whether it's future. Pay attention to how you feel regardless. Because it's something relevant, I feel like, that you have to feel. Keep an open mind. So whoever this person is, they might not be what you're looking for in the beginning. So let me say this, for example. So we tend to judge people off looks first. That's the first thing we always judge. We judge the book first. We don't open it first. We look at a person and we say to ourselves, possibly he's not tall enough, or she's not thin enough. Let's say that. These superficial things. Or he's too cute to be faithful, or she's too pretty to be a good wife. You know, because you're going to say he's a cheater because he looks good, or because she's pretty, she's an airhead, she doesn't know how to cook, she doesn't know how to do anything, she can't hold a conversation. So it's like your type that you have, it's like you might judge this person based upon something stupid. So say tattoos. They have tattoos. Oh, she's a slut, or he's ratchet, he's ghetto, he's hood, he's this, he's that. And that's not even a bad thing. Like, if they're hood or ghetto, I mean, as long as, you know, it's balanced and they're mature, and, you know. But it's these stereotypes and what we think is what we want and what we should want, what is a good partner and what isn't, and we're judging off of the physical. And I feel like Spirit's saying, like, what you really want is not what you're expecting it to be. And this card, I feel like it's a trigger card for a lot of people, because it's like, ah, shit, Spirit's gonna give me the penguin off the Batman. Like, I don't get Batman, I get the penguin. Like, Spirit's gonna just play me. Like, I don't get Gina or Pam, I'm gonna get Chenoa or something. Like, that's the thought I think that people get when Spirit says there's something better for you. You're thinking, oh, Spirit's just gonna hook me up with, because it's the superficial thing, the physical first. But it was a Martin reference for those of you who don't know what Martin, you know, Chenoa and all of them. It's a Martin show, sitcom. It's my favorite show. Anyway, but what was I gonna say? I feel like there's nothing wrong with wanting to have something that looks good on the outside. You want to be attracted to your partner, of course. That's a part of your experience. It's all four elements of life. It all has to coexist. It all has to balance together. But I feel, don't judge this. I'm just saying, don't judge this person. Don't take them for granted, because I've learned that I can't judge people off what they look like. Even some of the so-called people we say aren't that attractive, and we think those are the ones that are safe, the good guys, because he's not out here with a whole bunch of women, and then you find out that he's no good either. You just have to just open your mind. Like, don't just put things on people. You have to. Okay. Codependency. Some people are a little too codependent or a little too independent. So it can go one or two ways. Some of you, like, in this mode, I don't want anybody, I don't need anybody, I'm good on my own. But you're saying, I do want someone. You're saying you do want somebody, but then you're putting off this vibration that you don't want any help. So say someone, like a guy at the grocery store, asks to carry your groceries for you. You're like, oh no, I got it. Even, it might not be, you know, it's not, you might not get married to him. It just might be he wants to help you. Or it could be a girl that comes up to you and says, oh, you're handsome, I like that. And you're looking at her like, oh, I don't want you. But it's just, accept it, open it. You know, be open to it, because it's saying that you are open to love, you accept compliments, you accept appreciation for yourself. You don't have to just be like, oh, you know. For others of you, it's like you're doing way too much with, like, you feel like you have to have somebody. You gotta have them now, or you're gonna die without them. You still living right now, you ain't dying without them no time soon. It's still there. Some people feel like they need a man or a woman like they need water. You don't. You can do it. So it could be either or. So that might be something to work through. I'm not judging anybody, but that's how it's coming through. So I have to say it. Okay, calling in your soulmate. Continue to do the works. It's coming out again. To continue to put that momentum out there. Some of you, like, Spirit already heard your prayers. Some of you guys have somebody right behind you, right in front of you, and you're still like, where is he? Oh my God. Or a man like, there ain't no good woman around. And she's right here. She's right there. Might be a couple of them that are good, but he's not looking in that direction for whatever reason. Because he's saying, I only want to date brunettes, or I only want to date a light-skinned or dark-skinned woman, or I only want to date a Latina, or I only date this. She's got to be 5'6", you know, or a woman, you know, this stupid stuff, and you're just overlooking something. It's like, some of you, because this fell on top of this card, you guys are not even seeing what's right there. She's like, where is he? And, like, he's right here. It's funny how Spirit's, like, doing this right now, but it's right there. I don't know. For some of you, it's right there. I don't know. And if it's not physically speaking, that person is, like, in your midst at the job, at the church, online, hitting you up, it might not even be that extreme. It could just be energetically, like that person is like somewhere in your area and you're just like, oh my God, I'm never gonna find them. And they could be at the grocery store while you're at the bank, and you never know, like they're right there. Anyway, chemistry comes up. I'm gonna call some of you out because some of you guys are afraid to get to know someone. Even if you don't know anybody right now, you guys are really afraid of that real, true intimacy, that true bond. And it falls on the getting to know each other card. So you are afraid of what Spirit's trying to bring in. It's like you're going, skirt, I want it, but skirt. Because there's something inside that you still haven't addressed. Like, why are you afraid of intimacy? What are you fearing? What are you blocking? There's no need to, because you have it safe for you to love, and it falls on love yourself first. So it kind of goes back to what I was saying, like, if you kind of release those stiff expectations that it has to be this, and it has to be that, or if they don't embrace me, then what's my purpose? Or I'm not good enough, I guess, if this person says no, or they don't reciprocate, or these people don't accept me in their circles. If it gets down to that, it's kind of like you lose sense of self. But if you have sense of self, it doesn't bother you if the relationship, if the person reciprocates in the end or not. The other part of that is if it's coming to that point where they're not reciprocating, it's kind of like, okay, cool, bye. You're not going to keep prolonging and keep it going. If you keep it going and it's the same vicious cycle, it's like you haven't really got it. You're just bumping your head. But you have to be okay with, okay, well, I told her she was pretty today and she stuck her nose up at me. Okay, that's cool. Keep it moving. I'm not going to take it like, oh, I must not be good enough because, or, oh, she didn't accept my compliment. Like, you know what I mean? Keep it moving, but it's okay for you to open up to love. It's okay. There's no need to stifle yourself and hold yourself back because you're afraid of that. Some of you guys are, like, got yourself on this high horse that you think you know what you want in love to the greatest extent, to where you're like, I can't open up to anybody. And it doesn't even have to be the Spirit saying because you open up to people that means that you got to be with them, or you got to sleep with them, or go on a date with them, or be friends with them necessarily. It could just be learn to be a human being in some instance and just accept people, embrace people, that they're embracing you, seeing you, recognizing you, appreciating you in some way. Because you're not going to attract love out of that fear of protection, that I have to guard myself, I have to protect myself. There's no need for that. It's a false sense of protection. It's not real. It's an illusion that you built up based upon some past experience you've had. It's only real because you're keeping it going. Okay, playfulness. Yeah, some of y'all need to lighten up, untighten your booties, and lighten up. And it falls on the wedding card. Some of you guys are going to have such a cute marriage, I feel, or like relationship. If you guys are already married and you guys might go through your little things, I feel like you guys are going to have like a cute relationship, like a cute marriage. It's like playful again. It's flirty. It's fun. Or this new person is like your best friend. You guys are going to be doing things together. It might be so annoying to some people to see it, like, oh my God, like, ugh, they're so annoying. But it's cute. Like, it's laughing, it's joking, it's playfulness. It's almost innocent in a way where you guys look like you guys could be best friends or like brother and sister, but it's sweet, it's romantic. And that's how I'm seeing it. It's a lively relationship. It's not, oh, we got married. Oh, I'm so tired. Like, I just got off from work. Oh, you got off from work? What'd you do today? Oh, okay. It's not that. It's like, I get like a friendship. Like, this person is helping you bring out that inner child again, or both of you bring up that playful side again. It's a revitalizing, renewing energy. That's what I'm picking up from it. And it's worth waiting for. So whatever aspect you're at in your love life, whatever you're really, really seeking and what's really of your highest good, that your higher self knows, and maybe even your guides and ancestors know, or divine spirit knows what you want, it's all worth the wait. And some of you might be holding it up a little bit because you're not allowing yourself to be receptive to it. Once you be receptive to it, the quicker and the faster it comes. just by accepting and saying, I know that I'm going to be married. I don't know when it's going to be. I might not know who he or she is. I don't know if we're going to get married. I don't know if it's in the cards for me to have children or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to trust that what I want is going to happen. It's going to come. Even if I don't see how it's going to happen or how it's going to come. It is going to happen. Because it's an energy of receptivity. The divine timing aspect of it, yeah, there may be things that need to unfold. But it's like you got to get your energy in and aligned with what you want. Because you could be totally distant from that energy you're asking for. You might envision yourself to be this type of woman or man, but you're in this type of energy. You're not even close to being that person you can foresee yourself to be in the future in a relationship. So it's like you got to get your energy in alignment with that. Law of attraction is about energy. It's all about being like, what's her name? Esther or Abraham Hicks says, you have to be a vibrational match to what you want. And I feel like what she means is you can see yourself being a millionaire, but if you have a impoverished mind right now, how can you be a millionaire with that mindset? Or billionaire, whatever, in that mindset. True love. You guys, it's there. I feel like it's there. And it says this romance is, or this is the romance of a lifetime. But the word that stood out to me is lifetime. It's meant for you in this lifetime to have that. It is meant for you to have that true love. And I don't even feel like you can fathom what that means, what that would be like. It might even exceed your own expectations or your own imagination, your own desires, what you can even ask or think to have. But it's there. Then you have passion. This person is going to bring back so much life into you. Even if you're happy right now in your life, you enjoy what you do in life, you enjoy the people around you, but you know that you want someone. Even if it's that, when this person comes in, it's just like a light bulb that goes off, and it's reciprocal. It's not like, oh, I just felt this connection to him, and her, I felt this interaction, and this person is just like, it's not going to be that way. It's like, it's magnets. I just come together, and it's like this charge of electricity that happens. They're into each other. It's not any of that. And it's someone that you've had a past life relationship with, or you've known this person actually before in the past. It could be them. But I want to say it's this energy where you guys you really know each other on something deep. It's like, that's what I feel like people are really looking for. Not this fake stuff that we all are all caught up on online, obsessing over, trying to figure it out. If he's this, is he my this and that. It's those, I really don't feel like those are true love relationships. I'm not going to say that those titles or the energy of those things don't exist. Even if it's not the title, because the universe doesn't speak in labels, they speak energy. So I feel like those things exist to some extent, but that's not what a lot of people are experiencing. I feel like they want to experience that, so they're placing that title or that energy on people to make it align. I feel like it's very rare that anybody has found that real energy, because all I see is a whole bunch of toxic stuff, a whole bunch of toxic relationships, unrequited love, narcissistic bonds, abuse. I don't see true love bonds like they're saying these things are. I feel like it does exist, but not too many people have experienced it because I don't see it. I feel like it's an energy. I don't feel like it's something you can put a label on and say, he's my so-and-so, she's my so-and-so. I don't think it's anything like that. I don't feel like it's anything like that. I don't foresee it being that. On a deeper level, it just looks like a bunch of mess. And I don't condone it. I'm just playing. But yeah. No. I want for y'all to have true love. That's what I want. Because that's what I want too. I want that for everybody. I don't want nobody in no stank relationship with somebody. But if that's what you want, that's your life. Who am I to say? But if you say you want true love and you want this, you know, these twin flames and these soulmates and all of that, you know, I want that for you too. But anyway, that was a full deck reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. It was kind of fun. But anyway, much love to you guys. If you guys want a personal reading, description box below, waluchildreadings.com. Just be sure to sign up. Not the medicine face. I'm done with you tweeting. But much love to you guys as always. Walu Child Readings. If you guys want to get a reading, sign up first before trying to purchase the reading, because that cart issue on my website, it does this weird thing where you put a product in the cart and it flops right back out. So it only takes 2 seconds, not really, but it's a quick sign up on my website like a blog, and it eliminates that issue with the chart or the cart. If you guys want an instant reading, Instantgo, which is a mobile app for iPhone, Apple users only for right now. If you guys want instant readings with me within the quickest convenience to up to 24 hours. There's some of the same services on my website on Instantgo as instant readings, phone call, video chat, and text message readings. If you guys don't have an Apple device, you guys can always hit me up for emergency reading, which is a full and in-depth reading. You guys can receive it within 24 hours. You can pay via PayPal. Everything will be in the description box. Peace.